We good? Did you say we're good? Start the countdown? Alright. live in 5 seconds.
Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Welcome back, Late Night Green Late Night Edition, and we have a special co-host tonight. So, welcome, you guys know Lindsay. Welcome, Lindsay.
Hey, guys.
How are you tonight?
I'm great.
I appreciate you sitting in for the Todd father.
No problem.
He's out tonight.
Is he?
But we're going to do a little tribute for him.
I hope he calls in.
Well, I don't know if we didn't set him up to do that.
You know what? He has some brows that are going to be really hard to fill.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try.
So listen, I can't make too much fun of him tonight because the Eagles lost. The Eagles lost too. So anyway, welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back, Late Night Green, and Ben is in the house. So yeah, talking to the mic because ain't no one going to hear you. Yeah. So Ben's in the house.
What's going on?
What's going on with
Floki with me here, being a menace as usual.
Yeah, please take him off. Thank you.
All right.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah,
All
he'll
right.
stay at home next time.
All right, because Floki already took a piss here, so that's why
It's a great honor.
It kind of is if you don't have to clean it up. That's kind of my thoughts on it. But we welcome Ben to the show. Ben got a haircut before the show started. Lindsay hooked him up at the Late Night Green Barbershop.
Yep.
But we recorded it,
Yep.
and we're going to play it independently. And it was without me, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see if I'm canceled
Hey,
by
Jeff,
tomorrow.
I'm going to ask you when you get done, reset this so you're a little bit more zoomed in on me on the next time we go to that shot. If you,
It's all about Phil.
well, it's just a big shot that has a lot of extra space that we
I'm
don't
messing
want.
with you.
It's just the fundamentals of that kind of stuff. So, Ben, welcome to the show. We
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
being here. Nice looking haircut, Linz. Good job.
Yeah, thanks for coming again.
Yeah.
All right.
It's always fun to be here.
All right, so let's do an announcement right out of the gate.
Yeah.
So if you want to be on the Late Night Green Barbershop, I don't think we have the graphic right at this moment,
I have it.
but we will, you have the graphic?
I do. I have the QR code, and I also have, if you go to my booking app,
Yeah,
you can book
do it
right
that
there.
way.
So if you Google Studio Mainline Gloss Genius, or just studiomainline.com, it'll say book now. You'll go under my services under Lindsay, and you will see our beautiful design of the moon.
Late Night Green?
Yep. And
Stoned Moon.
Yes, the stone moon, and it'll say, kind of the details of it, and you'll book yourself there.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how you find your way onto the Late Night Green Barbershop set, where you will get a free haircut.
And I never do that.
And she never does that. So it's a very special thing. While you're there, you're going to converse with Lindsay. You're going to hang out with her in the green room.
It's a fun time.
The green room gets crazy.
It's a good experience. You get to eat delicious high chews.
Yeah, she brought high chews.
Well, you
did.
know, it's just one of
You
those.
can't even open them fast enough, right?
No.
Yep. So
Turned them all out.
So she brought high chews tonight, and you get to hang out with her in the green room. You get to smoke weed with you.
Yeah.
You get a haircut to your liking, so they get to say what they want, right?
Yeah, they have some input. We talk about it. We come to an agreement, and that's what we do.
Okay.
But we have so much fun. Every single person, that came here,
has a blast.
yeah, it's just a really good time.
So Todd says that your brows are fine. Your thanks, Mark. What's he say? We got to read this.
Will my brows live up to his?
And Todd goes, what did he write? Man, I can't even see it. I don't know where it is, but he said something about his brows or something about your brows are fine.
I'm watching. Your brows are fine. Thank you for noticing. I did color them today, so I think you noticed. Thank you.
So Todd
Copy his.
Father's watching. Shout out to you. You guys lost. We lost. It's all
up,
good,
Todd?
brother.
But
It's
we're
all
winning
good.
because look where we are right now.
We're winning.
Co-hosting.
We're winning in life, and that's all that
Yes.
counts,
That's
right?
all that matters.
All right. So, if you guys haven't known, and if you haven't seen, we have a new episode out of the Cannabis. And what he makes during this is a infused Delta 8 espresso martini.
Ooh.
Okay.
And it's pretty awesome. And
Is it really alcohol though?
no, it's no
Oh, good,
alcohol.
good. Yeah,
so
yeah.
when you talk about the Cannabis,
It's
this
always.
this show has zero alcohol
love
on
it.
it. Yeah, zero alcohol. So we have a clip from the show, and we'll go ahead and play it now. But this is Steve making a espresso martini.
All right, guys, we're gonna build our espresso martini. So let's get to it. All right, so where are we gonna start? Let's start with the Lapsang vanilla wafer infused tea. So this is gonna be
Vanilla
our base.
wafer
It's gonna lighten
Lapsang
things up.
tea.
I'm putting about 2
That
ounces
already
in
sounds
there.
amazing.
Good solid base.
Antioxidants are
You're
good.
gonna get that malty vanilla note. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. We're gonna use our cannabis syrup, about a half ounce for 15
me in
milligrams.
my kitchen.
Something sessionable, something you can drink more than one of. You can just kind of pace yourself through the night. That's what you want. We have our chicory gum syrup. I'm gonna do another half ounce of that.
Chicory.
So that's
I don't
gonna
know what
add
that is.
thickness. It's
shows
gonna
you how
add
to make it.
texture.
You didn't watch the
Love
episode.
it. I
Chicory
love
gum?
it.
Lindsay
Does
didn't
it
watch
give-
I'm
the
gonna
Does it
add
episode.
a
give you a
quarter
bigger
ounce of this
gum?
espresso concentrate. It's really, really strong.
Oh,
And also
yeah.
really bitter and like sticks to your tongue. So I just want to do that just enough to kind
the
of
RSO of espresso.
be the primary flavor without being death in the glass. And I'm going to take just about an ounce of water. It's going to thin out the drink. Easy, buddy. It's going to dilute it. Because again, water doesn't dilute ice as fast as alcohol does, so we want to help it out a little bit. And I'm going to take about 4 cloves here. This is that spice, clove.
They're so good for you.
Oh, it's lovely. You smell it at Christmas. You put it in oranges.
All right,
I'm going
Jeff.
to take that. I'm just going to crush these up just
So,
a little
guys.
bit. I'm going to shake it with that.
So,
That's so cool.
that is a little clip of the
really
Cannabis with our very own Steve, and it's sponsored by High Rollers Dispensary and Lounge in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That is where we filmed that. So that beautiful bar that you saw is indeed in a cannabis lounge. There is no alcohol there whatsoever.
That's
I
cool.
love that.
So it's really cool to be
Yeah.
able to see these high-end type. These are drinks that you'd spend $25, $30 for in the city at a high-end bar. That's what you're getting with this. And then he shows you how to make the bigger ingredients, like that Guam thing and the different syrups. So he goes into the kitchen, shows you how to make it in his kitchen.
That's so cool. And it sounds like each one has a purpose. You know, he has
Yeah.
certain things for certain.
Jeff, I don't know if you can cue that up to a part where Steve's in the kitchen, but let's show everybody what
Yeah.
what that actually looks like just for a minute, so they can see. And yeah, you can find that exactly. You're doing it. There we go. Right there is fine, and we'll play it right here.
Do that overnight. You do it even longer. And after that, it's going to sit. But when it's in the slow cooker, you're going to put it in a water bath. You're not going to put it all the way out. Just about halfway through. And you're going to leave the cap loose because, of course, heat causes gases to expand, right? So you don't want to blow anything up. So you're going to leave that cap loose so that gas can escape. All right, let's put it in the cooker.
All right, you get the
That's
the
so
gist
cool.
of it.
Yeah. I just love that. I've done that with roses to get the,
So when you're done watching an episode, like, you have a legitimate shot at making this drink if you want to.
Yeah.
And so some people like to watch it just to kind of get an idea of like what you can do, but I think some people actually like want to make the drink.
I
and
want
so-
to 1,000,000,000%. I think
Definitely.
like not
or
only
you could take some elements
you'll
from
feel
it, or
you'll feel better from like the nutrients that you're getting through all the different things, but also the cannabinoids.
So
as well.
he made the drink, but then in another tin he made a mascarpone cream cheese, not whipped cream.
Wow.
That went on top of it, and it's like infused into this chocolate, not the chocolate, but this coffee or espresso martini, and it's dripping down the sides. I mean, maybe Jeff can show us. Jeff, if you can go to the end of that video and show us what the final product of that looks like, because I think people want to kind of see
Yeah.
what this drink
Did the
came out
martini
to.
thing
You guys,
taste
do you like
like
this hat? This hat fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't. I like it.
Nice
I was
hat,
actually
too.
looking and thinking it was cool.
You like it?
yeah.
Is the alien another?
What don't you like about that?
Yeah.
Tell me you don't love me. Oh, my
There's that
God.
drink.
Guys, it's a
looks
little
like a
messy,
magician.
but so am I.
Look at this drink.
What?
And I made you this drink.
He is
I want
caressing
you
it.
to enjoy it. Guys, we're going to
Very
come
cool.
right back. Take a look at that. Oh, drippy. Oh, let it drip.
I think we do a zoom in. Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Oh. We're
Pause.
going to come right back. We're going to taste this guy. And we're going to let me know what you think.
Taste this guy. It
So
looks
that's-
awesome.
Isn't that amazing? So I did get to taste this particular drink, and it's really good.
Does it taste like the alcoholic drink though? Like or
It tastes like it tastes like an espresso martini.
so you taste the like the martini?
Yeah, that's what you taste. So he does put
No
this,
poison.
and he makes the sours, and he does the whole thing, so
Wow.
you get that experience. And then he goes as far as like showing you how alcohol dilutes certain drinks, and why you have to either shake longer or add water to get the same effect that you would get if you were to put alcohol in it. So it's really
science.
It's really cool. It's really cool. So yeah, guys,
So
make
cool.
so make sure you go over to the Canologist, like, subscribe, follow. This is a show that is on Friday nights, premieres at 7 p.m. just in time
Could
for the
be
weekend.
changing people's lives.
Yeah.
Really, honestly.
Yep. And so there are some new drinks coming up with the holidays. I know there's a Christmas edition. There's a New Year's edition.
I'm still waiting for mine as well.
Well, you have to come to Atlantic City.
Okay, that's the deal. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm in.
All right, I'll tell you when it is.
Okay.
But after the show.
All right.
All right, cool.
Cool.
All right. So, hey, control room, tell me in my ear if we have the video for Weed Claw. Yes. All right. So, go to the wide shot real quick if you could, because I want to show everybody a new addition to the studio real quick. All right. So right here is
Yes.
our new Weed Claw machine that we made. Okay. So it is exactly what you think it is, right?
It's the coolest thing you ever saw in your life.
And so we have a little video, a little closer video of it so you guys can see it. So you can go ahead and play that now, if you have it. I love this thing.
Yeah, it's so cool. One of a kind. I played it.
Yeah, you'd be blessed to put a quarter in that. Take a
Yeah.
try.
You're going to win any which way you cut it.
Shout out to Rob for coming to help us.
Yeah, shout out to Rob and shout out to other people who can't be named for making shit like this happen. So we love Weed Claw, and we will be incorporating this
Yeah.
into our show.
Come get a haircut.
Yep.
Play Weed Claw.
All right. One more announcement. The Christmas edition show is on the 18th of December. It's a Thursday night.
Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars. It's going to be a wild night.
Dude, spit on that thing.
We're gonna have it. We're gonna have a good time that night, okay? And be prepared because we've got Pat from Infused Philly's going to be here, and we're going to be eating like kings. We're also going to have Santa Char here as well. Santa Char he's somebody who's been on the show before. You're going to like him.
I'm excited.
Yep, he's a real fucking Santa.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the char? Is he a-
Well, his
Something's up.
his real name is Santa Czar.
Okay.
But Mary Jane couldn't say that, so Mary Jane kept calling him Santa Char, and I like that more.
Yeah, I like it.
It almost as
Mysterious.
I thought he was gonna be a barbecue.
that's, or maybe he just smoked way
Pitmaster
way
or
too
something.
much fucking weed.
or you're
you
getting
go.
charcoal and that's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I know that
So
life.
so guys, make sure you tune in on the 18th for our Christmas special, and we're looking forward to it. And as we get closer to it, we'll tell you more and more about it. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. All right, so for tonight, what we got going on, guys, is we are going to take another step back, as we did last week in our series that we did on Cough Country News. I'll ask the control room to get. Nope,
That's still a great song, though.
You know what? That's a great tune, but that's not the one we're looking for. So what we need is the video for Steve. If you can get the video for Steve queued up, if possible. And what we're going to talk about is a segment that we did on Cough Country News, Strains of Yesterday, and this one was Acapulco Gold. And the premise of us doing this now is to go back and, just kind of let everybody know what we did and kind of show, what we
It's
did.
so cool to you guys can see both.
But what I really like about this the most are the comments that we got. So we're going to look at comments. So first we're going to look at the video that the
They're
comments.
so happy. Like,
Because
they're so
this creates such a reminiscence,
nostalgia.
and it's so nostalgic for some people. And when you read these, you'll also get the notion that it's very magical in a way.
I
For
just want to try them.
yeah. So let's play the video for Steve, and then we'll come back and look at comments.
Yeah, and then next week we need to have like a theme song for it.
We need a theme song.
Oh yeah, need a theme song.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you on air? Or are you
You
doing
might have a hard
talk back?
time
Yeah,
finding
I'm on
it
air.
today,
Okay,
but
he's on
Acapulco
air.
Gold, the original connoisseur weed, was a defining legend in the 60s and 70s, even into the 80s. Its name was
Pull down the
synonymous
graphic.
with primo weed for decades, and with such a universal upbringing, where did it go? Whatever happened to Acapulco Gold? Acapulco Gold came from a sativa landrace that originated in Mexico. It was a strain that settled in the Guerrero Mountains east of Acapulco. The combination of the higher altitude, the long tropical days, and the Pacific winds that came together to create one of the legendary strains of the cannabis world. It was a super strong one, clocking in around 20% in the 70s when everything else was closer to 5%. It was in such high demand that by the time Cheech and Chong immortalized it in song, no sticks, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is badass weed. Columbia University in New York had its own
There's the
dedicated
song.
smuggling route just for the green gold that wound its way through Austin, Texas, all the way to the Northeast. But by 1967, the summer of love, Acapulco was being passed around as the primo bud in San Francisco, and it became a cornerstone of the counterculture movement at the time. Now, Gary Tovar said the gold color came from the natural conditions the strain was grown in. The wind off the Pacific Ocean would actually burn off some of the chlorophyll in the leaf and affect its flavor. And he's the man to know in the story of Acapulco Gold. Gary Tovar was the main guy running it across the border and satisfying the U.S.'s thirst for high-grade marijuana.
He's
But he
the
wasn't
man.
just a smuggler. He was also a big concert promoter. And as it turned out, it's
Not all
Acapulco
heroes
Gold
wear
that launched
capes.
music into the 80s. Gary's promotion company, Golden Voice, named after another strain of marijuana, was one of the main groups bringing British punk bands like the Sex Pistols over to the States, changing the direction of popular music in the U.S. forever. He was the very guy that jump-started the punk movement in America. And how could he afford to bring all those bands over here? That's right, you guessed it, through his sales of Acapulco Gold. He said he spent over $4 million of his profits smuggling the weed to push the punk scene forward. And he was so good at it, they didn't catch him until 1991 when, they sent him to prison for a couple years. But his company, Golden Voice, would go on to found the world-famous music festival Coachella that occurs every 2 weekends a year.
I
Every
would
2
do a
weekends
couple
every
years
year
for
in
that
California.
life.
Now, Acapulco Gold is a pure sativa, and it's known to have very energizing effects, but relaxing, leaving you clear-headed. It's got an intense, fruity flavor with a bit of spice to it, which makes sense since its main terpenes are myrcene, like you would find in mangoes, limonene, and
Love that one.
beta-carotene, like in black pepper. Now, because of how cannabis is grown today, not exposed to high-altitude Pacific winds, Acapulco Gold probably wouldn't have a golden color, even though purists say that's what gave it its flavor. And after decades of growing, different growers will have different strains of the original variations. But the original Acapulco Gold gave its genetics to the original skunk strains that started coming out around the 70s, considered the backbone of modern cannabis breeding, and some of the haze strains that came out at the time as well. So if you've ever smoked it or you've got a story about Acapulco Gold, let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it.
All right. So, what do you think about that? It's informative. I love how
Yeah.
Steve did that, and
love
in a very short package, he tells you a whole lot about how Acapulco Gold. Now, I will say that I don't think I've ever had it.
I think it's skunk. I think it's modern day skunk. That's what
No, it's old day.
yeah, but what
Yeah,
you
I
would
don't
call
think
it
I
now?
don't think I've really had it.
Like,
either.
could we find? Is that still a seed
No,
that's available?
so basically there are dispensaries that sell Acapulco Gold, but like any of these
Yeah, like sour diesel is, most people will tell you real sour diesel's gone. And that's probably because whoever had the clones lost the clones. So there's probably seeds now, but, effectively what you're talking about is, daughter
That was
of
5%.
sour diesel.
yeah, and
Right.
so
So the original clones are probably gone. So you're probably getting like something that's similar to it. but-
Everything's a hybrid.
and then there's always
Yeah.
people who say that they've done the preservation and they have the
But they still have the clone.
and they
but
have
probably
yeah.
not. A lot of times, what it is people will phenohunt a seed that they think is very similar to the mother.
Right.
But that's not really the same as being the mother.
I just
So,
had that
so,
thought.
so while we can't provide a whole lot of insight to Acapulco Gold,
Yeah.
we
but it
understand
sounds, it sounds like a familiar strain. He was
the
saying,
way he was
I
describing
Yeah.
think Miami Vice in my
Yeah.
head.
terp profiles.
Yep.
Cartel running across
Peppery,
the border.
caryophyllene.
Yeah, so I guess what I was going to say is while we don't have a lot to add to the whole thing, our viewers did, and they had,
cool.
and they came out in drones with their comments, and so that's what we are going to take a look at now. So I'm going to ask the control room to throw up the first comment. Lynn, do you want to
Sure.
honor?
At Robert Perry 7343. Bought a pound of gold in 76, paid $600, which was highest I had ever paid, but no regrets. Took leave, boarded plane in Hawaii for East Coast with it, enclosed bag, carry-on, packed in dress uniform pockets, which were fairly large. Half on one side and the other half on the other side, of course. With the stops in LA and Atlanta, had time to sweat a little bit, but made it. We still talk about that on occasion. You couldn't hold in a toke, LOL, and still probably best we ever had. Miss the old days, my friends. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, shout out to you. That's a good story, and these are things that can only happen then. They can never happen now. We live in a day and age where
I want to go hang out with that dude.
you're not cruising through the airports with a pound without any issues, and
Well,
so
no, I mean, you
Okay,
can't,
I'm listening.
So TSA put out an announcement quite a while ago. You can look it up on Google, and it says something like TSA is cool. They do not. They're like, we do not make a policy of confiscating cannabis or getting involved in any way with it. So TSA, as a general rule, does not care about cannabis.
I've heard them say
do you
that
believe that?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah. I mean,
they want
Yeah.
the dangerous things, not weed, right? That's
Right.
what a TSA
Yeah.
agent told me, but I'm afraid of them.
yeah.
The ones
So-
in Philly are scary.
because it's ambiguously legal in this country, and they're not gonna. But the things that are categorically illegal in this country, you don't want to.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. If it were me going through the airport with a pound, I can tell you that
Actually, a pound is like not even that much
Yeah,
compared to what I've
nowadays.
heard.
it would be a lot when they catch me with it.
Well, you put it in a locked container in your
Yeah.
checked bag.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Get a
I
warrant.
mean, out west, it's like common practice to hop between cities with
Yeah.
a duffel. I don't know. Yeah, I would feel nervous doing it too, but apparently you can.
No dudes will do it nowadays because they're just built different.
Yeah. All right, next comment. Man, this is a fucking long one.
Back in the mid '90s, I was in my early teens.
There we go.
My best
Joe
friend took
Barbecue
me
won.
to an old friend of his who was into filming and audio. I don't recall the speakers, most likely big JBLs, but I'll never forget all the tubes glowing from the Macintosh amp and preamps. That sounds dope, and
Yep.
probably would be very expensive.
Yep, that's
We
just
sat down. Yeah, that's like the
I don't know
best.
what
that's
that is.
top line
the
shit.
tube amps. It's like as good as analog ever got.
Yeah.
Is
We
this a
sat
bomb?
down. No, that's
Music.
a speaker.
Oh.
We sat down on the sofa. Mr. Audio Guy pulled out a tray and rolled a joint of
just
what looked
playing.
like
I'm just playing.
more than tobacco than weed. He said it was Acapulco Gold. After finishing the doobie, or at least as far as we got, he then removed some of the vinyl from the jacket and placed it on his turntable. Set the volume to a rather respectable level, dropped the needle, and my world changed forever. It's the first time I have ever heard The Dark Side of the Moon. So, yeah. I mean, I was thinking, like, the first time you have really good cannabis that has proper terps, it's kind of like as a kid, the first time you have pizza. It doesn't have to be like the best pizza from fucking, Florence, Italy. You're having pizza for the first time. So, he's listening to The Dark Side of the Moon. He's got a terpy joint. You're not going to be able to compare it to modern
good damn
cannabis
day.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't have to because you're not comparing your 1,000th time to your first time. You can't.
I wish there was an easier way.
And that's where the vivid imagination runs wild. Right?
Yeah,
I still like
you
the
kind of.
story.
But I love the stories.
Yeah.
I still love
It
the
makes me feel
stories.
good.
Get a little fancy with a paintbrush when
And
you're
he's
reminiscing.
talking about Macintosh amps and all that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. So he got the greatest sound, Dark Side of the Moon, and Acapulco Gold, and he was in heaven, and I love it. Good
Yeah.
for you, brother.
Especially in the 70s. Oh, early
What-
teens, absolutely.
Turn your mic up, Jeff, a little bit. Dark Side of the Moon, what?
Still hits.
Oh, fuck yeah. I agree. It's amazing.
I still listen to 90s hip hop
Amazing.
like that.
I'm a.
It's
animals.
not
I like-
90s hip
I like
hop.
animals.
No, that's
Oh,
like
sorry.
you, like how it's still
I got
amazing.
you. I got you. All right, next, is this the next comment?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to read it from
Go ahead.
here since I can read it. So late 70s for me, around 78, 79, it was one of the ever-changing round of sativas a friend in PA would import from around the world. Panama Red, Colombian, Jamaican, Thai, Hawaiian, Acapulco Gold, sometimes hash from Lebanon or Nepal. Around 82, all the fun ended with the lethargic, stony indica hybrids, skunk plus Afghans, which look good, but I really didn't care for them. In the mid-'80s, I bred out some haze from Neville's Haze and NL5, and that was the last time I got to experience those paranoid, energizing, intense psychedelic highs. They would grow forever under 12,
12 hours of light. 12. Yeah.
and remain in flowering mode for years. When a
So
bud
it's good.
grew, it was ready. When you could prune, it just kept growing new branches with flowers. After several years, the stalk would be as big as your wrist. Perpetual harvest. I'm with those that hate all the indica hybridizing, but I guess we're in the small minority. I'm kind of with you, brother. All of it takes is a little indica in the genetics to ruin a pure sativa. I do agree, too. Weed was more fun when it was illegal. Weed doesn't seem weed without the danger element.
It's like not real. It's so light anymore.
Any,
You know?
any thoughts on Chad Klein?
I absolutely do. Growing up my whole life, I had a panic attack probably 5 times out of 10, but I kept smoking because those sometimes were really good. And I think there's certain terps for me in sativas that just don't work. I think if you have generalized anxiety disorder, honestly,
Really?
Yeah.
It's too much?
Yeah, there's certain
Overload?
things
It's just
I've-
not. I don't
Sensory
really, I don't
overload.
love a landrace sativa either.
it makes
Yeah.
my heart beat
the
fast.
flavors are interesting. Like, and it gets me like,
But if I smoke a
Seriously
pure
hard.
indica, it bugs me the fuck out. It just
Really?
doesn't- yeah. If
That,
it's a
for me, it makes me feel just fine.
yeah. Okay. Next comment. Go big screen. Go ahead.
Read
go
this
ahead.
with Donald Trump.
Go ahead.
I had tremendous success. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Linz.
I had tremendous success growing Acapulco Gold from seed in 2021. I grew them outside in western Massachusetts. The 4 plants totaled over 30 feet combined in height. The tallest was 9 feet 4 inches. They had very large, full, what's that?
Colas?
Colas.
Like buds.
Okay. Each yielding over 2 ounces of pure bud heaven. Whoa. Although the yield was over a pound of flower. 3 years later, it is still very strong. I've given most of it away and have about 6 ounces left.
So yeah, this guy was growing it from seed. He wasn't growing it from a clone, anyways. I'm sure we could get Acapulco Gold seeds, but
Looks like it. I mean, how do we really know, I guess, is...
how similar it was to.
I'll tell you what, though. I feel like it used to smell... When it was illegal, it smelled different. Does anybody, understand when it just smelled different in concerts and all?
Well,
Maybe.
it's just old. It's just different kind of weed from back in the day. Just
Yeah.
I think has a little bit of a different old school type of smell. I don't know like how to exactly describe it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Next comment. Go full screen because I can't see.
There we go.
All right, here we go. Back in the late 80s and 90s, and this is from Big Bird 2451. Back in the late 80s and 90s, we used to get herb from a grower. What's that say? Is that
It's
I think he
in
means
Napa
in Napa
Valley.
Valley.
in Napa Valley
Yeah.
that we've been searching for ever since. It was very blonde, golden color, and very, very crystally. We would pay nearly twice the standard price for a quarter pound. After weighing it, we could scrape at least a gram of beef out of the bag. I had heavy scents of
He
lemon
means
and
Keith, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
I was like, beef? What the hell?
Probably not much beef.
yeah, I'm just rated. It had heavy scents of lemon and pine. I do so miss it. So again, reminiscence of the old days.
Sounds great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Bird. Next comment.
Yeah, Big Bird, hey.
Hey.
Hey now.
All right. Go ahead, Lynn. Smoky
Okay.
Treats writes.
Smoky Treats. When I arrived in Long Beach in '76, Acapulco Gold had been readily available for a decade and going for $10 an ounce. Then, after close to a year, the supply shut off like a faucet. Damn. Dried up instantly. Then, after a couple of months, the cartel or whoever, I'm not saying that, the cartel or whoever it was switched to Hawaiian Sinsemilla, supposedly grown in labs inside one of the old abandoned original gold mines in northern Cali. But it was $360 an ounce in '76. The ounces were huge, though. How can an ounce be huge? Like, it's an ounce.
Fluffy.
They were heavy.
Okay,
Well,
then
they're fluffy.
Fluffy or heavy Z's? I don't know.
where did I leave off? They were huge, though. And 9 feet tall steel meal bags. Seal meal bags? Oh, those bags that seal. Okay. The stems were tiny, almost hair-like, and crumbled to powder when crushed.
You got the lighter?
One joint 3 times the size of a toothpick would absolutely rip 6 people. You can feel the first toke. Best pot for me ever. Thanks for your video. That sounds amazing, Smoky Treats. I wish I was there.
Yeah, shout out to Smoky Treats. Thanks for writing that in. I will tell you that over on the Late Night Green channel, that Joe's Barbecue, whose comment we just wrote, he just commented on his comment. And so he writes, hi gang, Barbecue Joe here. That's funny shit right there. The dispensary in our town moved, but originally it was next to a place called Happy Haircutters. So coincidentally.
That's crazy.
So yeah,
Love
thanks,
that.
thanks, Joe. We appreciate you,
Yeah,
brother.
thank
Yep,
you.
absolutely. All right, let's do the next comment real quick. We'll get through these. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
Thanks.
It wasn't even that long ago. I know, like, the young bucks are watching this thinking, like, oh, well, no, it wasn't
But
even
here's
that
the
long
thing
ago.
that Jeff's talking about. The thing that Jeff's talking about is that we didn't have social media back then, and so we heard rumors like, oh, shit's going to dry up, and these rumors were like the way social
Yeah.
messaging got through. So you'd go and you'd try to get what you can, because when you heard it was going to dry up, that was it. You weren't getting any.
stash.
You weren't getting any fucking weed.
And you had to go up the hill both ways in the snow with no shoes, right?
Yeah.
20 miles.
But you always figured it out.
Right. Yeah. The summer would be
Hold
pretty
on, he's
dry.
talking. Hang on, he's talking. Can you hear him? Okay. I just don't want to talk over each other. Go say that again, Jeff. True. And then it wasn't. That's right.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, you did your purchasing based on outdoor growing seasons, because that was what was available then.
And forget picking it. You got what you got.
Yeah. So, all right, let's go. All right, cool.
Anyway.
I bought a 70s rock collection in 33 albums out of an estate auction. Here you go, Ben. Out of estate auction anywheres. When I started to catalog the albums and inspect the vinyl and covers, I love this comment, I found 3 that contained a little more than 100 seeds combined in a small little tiger stripe seeds. Oh, they were seeds combined, small little tiger stripe seeds, and the albums were Crosby, Stills and Nash, the iconic couch cover, and the Led Zeppelin. The third was Robin Trower. I'm currently trying to germinate the seeds, which look fine and well preserved. Wish me luck. Well, that was only from 2 months ago.
Oh, I want to know.
So Mindhunter would
Yes.
love. I'd love to know, Ben. What do you know about seeds that have been preserved in such, or maybe not preserved in such a way?
Seeds are a miracle of nature. They can go a huge amount of time and be okay. I like to use paper towels to germinate. I know some people like to put them completely in water. I think that's a little more likely to let
I
them
use
rot.
stratum.
What's up?
Have you ever used stratum
No.
as a medium? Yeah, I couldn't get this Meyer lemon to germinate at all. It took me forever from the seed. It's like a fish tank product, but it works really well.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's underwater soil.
Yes, I like the comment because not only did he find the seeds, but they were preserved
So
in
cool.
music from the time, like
Hell yeah.
literally tucked in the damn album cover.
What
Yeah.
music was it again? Did he
It was-
say?
I bet you he'll have like 50%.
It was Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
And Robin Trower, that's correct. Correct.
There's like a bunch of stuff that's coming alive from the permafrost that's coming unfrozen, and that's like 12,000 years frozen, right? Since the last ice age.
So
what?
we
It's
might-
50 years or whatever.
So we're going to
it's
get some
actually-
prehistoric weed, is what you're saying?
I'm saying his 50 years is actually not, 40 years or whatever.
Right.
For a seed is
For a seed,
is
it's
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. So if you
It's
preserve
beautiful.
you've preserved seeds from then, they're good still.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, next one. In 1979, this is from Isa Abdul Haq. In 79, high school bathroom, and a friend was tapping a bag out of some Panama Red, and it popped out the prettiest bud of, and out popped the prettiest bud of Acapulco Gold. Let's just say that when we went back to class, our teacher decided not to have class that day. To paraphrase, he said, we all looked like we had a good lunch, and he was going to go get coffee. Just stay in the classroom, and you won't get a failing grade.
That's a
Amazing.
cool teacher.
That's a great fucking
That's a great
teacher,
teacher,
man.
yeah.
Shout out to teachers like that
Yes.
across the country who understand the value of getting high at school. We appreciate
That's
you.
a lesson in itself right there.
Hell yeah.
My man.
How to
All
be
right.
cool.
Right on. Go ahead, Linz.
All right, Random Precious Motors. Precision Motors, I'm sorry about that. Found a half ounce of some kind of gold pot my brother forgot about when he moved out. Based on how absolutely stoned we got, we assumed it was the ubiquitous A gold, not any green, brown, or red in the bud, just yellow and sticky.
Hey,
sticky,
now.
icky, icky.
Hey now.
Hey now. So he made sure to say that it was gold. Yeah.
They did say in the video it gets sun dyed.
All
Oh,
right.
that's why it's gold?
I don't know how many more we have here, but I'll work through this. MJ Fletch 57.
You want me to read one?
Yeah, go ahead, Ben.
First and last times I tried AG, Acapulco Gold, I guess, in 1975. Up until then, we were smokers of the Mexican compacted weed with plenty of seeds and stems. Unfortunately, I know that stuff. The AG was nothing like we'd seen before. No seeds, just buds which were brown and foreign-looking. The taste was incredibly unique. The last thing I remember before the AG high turned me into a zombie. Fast forward 50 years, I've yet to find a strain of weed that even comes close to AG. With all the genetic manipulation used by growers, you'd think that someone could come up with the original characteristics. Any recommendations?
So he must have been like a zombie that was an accelerated zombie.
Yeah, it makes me want to try it.
I mean, zombie
I'm too
sounds like
vain
you just
for that.
smoked a big ass bowl of indica or something. But anyway,
Yeah.
but shout out to you, brother. I love these stories.
Yeah,
How
I
many?
mean, zombies, I feel like zombies are energetic. They're always chasing people.
I think of Kensington's.
Yeah,
Makes me
a
sad.
lot of zombies are go-getters, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
cool.
know.
All right. I don't
Go
know.
get that
I've
money.
seen-
I don't know much about zombies,
Me neither, really.
but
I've
I'm
watched
learning.
many seasons of what's that show?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, yeah.
Hey, now.
Yeah, they don't just sit on the couch. These zombies they go.
Okay, so maybe they're smoking sativa.
Yeah.
All right, Bill Blackbone 7152 says I was lucky to score. Oh, I was lucky to score a Nick back in the very early '80s, and the only time I ever got my hands on some. To this day, it was the best smelling and best tasting and best buzz I have ever had smoking weed.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Bill.
That's awesome.
Good
It
for
must
you.
be like the first time having vanilla ice cream. They're just like, there's no better
Nothing
ice cream
like
in the
this.
world.
Do you guys
And it's like,
remember-
you're just having ice cream for the first
Do
time.
you guys remember?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's that.
Right, it has to be.
I mean, listen, if you smoke trash weed and then all of a sudden this
Right.
shows up in your
Right,
fucking
right,
thing,
right.
you're going to tell the story for fucking
Yeah.
ever.
Right.
And there's stories that I tell forever.
They're the
that
OGs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Fair.
no doubt. B.S. Voigt says, I grow it in my basement. My critics say it's the best weed they've ever smoked. It's a great plant.
Those
Grows-
are probably not his critics, I don't think.
Well, I think he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's being sarcastic, probably.
And you don't grow it in your basement.
Well,
Don't say that.
yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
well,
yeah, Voight.
like,
you
don't-
crazy
He's
guy.
in a legal state.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a great plant, grows quick and flowers up beautifully, cloned to harvest in about 4 months. So, yeah. Boom. He just told you.
I love plants. I just love plants. They're so magical.
I got a hold of some Acapulco in 1999 from Canada. All right, Canada in the house. The growers up there I had connections with had it. It was gold, really crumbly, super potent, and it had the sweet peppery taste. I'll never forget it. I was over the moon when I saw it. It was a choice to pick from. I even think I got a seed out of the batch.
I mean,
Nice.
everyone's describing it like Jack Hare. Just super pepper forward.
Yeah, lemony.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember like the first time you like smelled weed or encountered it?
Yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got high as I ever fucking got. What's the and I didn't get high the first time I smoked. A lot of people
I
don't get
didn't
high
either.
the first time they smoked. It took me to
Yeah.
the
Me
second
too.
time I smoked, and then I got high out of my fucking mind.
Me too. And the
Out of my
tin toker.
mind.
Yeah,
But
same.
it took my brain back to this box my mom had in her room.
You
And-
stole your mom's weed.
Well, no, I put it all together. I'm like, oh. And my dad.
Figured it out.
Yeah, my dad told me I used to climb up and get the bowl out of the cabinet too. It was in the medicine cabinet.
So look at you now.
It's proof that you can do things
Well,
like that
we're
and still
we're
be balling.
hey, we're all
later.
here for a fucking reason.
Balling.
All right, well, I'm push that. All right, so it's the very early 70s. We were getting golden red buds in Illinois. I still remember the taste. $40 an ounce. Not a bad deal. But there were stems and some seeds. Still killer. Stems and seeds.
I want the seeds.
There were a lot of stems and seeds back in the days,
Yeah.
even on the good shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're growing outside, it's pretty hard to keep the males out of the crops.
Go ahead, Linz.
Oh, okay. At John Smith on 9M or JM. Back in the late 70s in the Bay Area, I frequented a rowdy club where they were passing around some Acapulco gold. Soon the cops arrived and everybody scattered, leaving me a frozen smile.
Shout out to you, John. Next.
He was bugging out.
Yeah, he was bugging. Greg Barrington, 9263. I've been smoking for 50 years, and I got an ounce of Acapulco back in the late 70s, and to this day of never smoked such good weed. That was back during the Panama Red days and the Colombian Gold days, and that's when you can get a quarter pound of Colombian Gold for $15. Wow. That seems
That was
awfully-
like $100 then.
seems a little cheap, but shout out to you.
50 years ago? That was.
Had it one time in the late 70s. This is from Hardy John. Bitched about paying 70 an ounce for it, but it was a good high. Preferred what we called Colombian red bud for 35 a Z or 110 a QP. Missed the taste of that high. Missed the taste and high of that old red bud. Shout out. Next.
All right. Robert Perry,
Last one.
73.43. Bought a pound of gold in 76, paid 600, which was highest I ever paid. But no, I read this one.
We
But
read
no,
this one
yep,
already?
I already read that one.
All right, we're done.
All right.
All right, come bring it back to us real quick here. And all right. All right, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to queue up a commercial. I enjoy reading those comments.
Me
I hope
too.
you guys
Makes
like
me
them
happy.
too. They were. I just think they're really good reminiscent
Connection to
stories.
history.
It's a connection to history and how people perceived it, and really, it's a time where, you know, weed wasn't that good, and then it got fucking real
Maybe
good.
we need the five instead
5%?
of yeah. Maybe they were onto something.
Well,
It
I don't
sounds
know.
like there was something there.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to continue to find out. Strains of Yesterday is a fascinating subject to me because
Yeah.
it just it's the history,
History.
right? It's the history.
Yeah.
All right,
Jinx.
so here's Jinx is right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a commercial. When we come back, we've got about 5 news stories. They're pretty fun, and then we'll do a quick strain of the day and get out of here, and we'll be back right after this.
Marijuana is huge.
So many dispensaries have resorted to a bland, impersonal shopping experience, where you often don't even get to see a sample of the cannabis you're planning on purchasing before you buy it. If you're looking for that extra personal touch, come check out High Roller Dispensary in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Our staff are avid cannabis connoisseurs who are sure to help you find the strains that fit you best. Whether you're looking for premium flower, edibles, concentrates, or tinctures, we have you covered with over 100 different strains to choose from, all of which are able to be seen, smelled, and thoroughly examined in our elegant showroom. If you're in a rush, we offer a seamless online ordering system that allows for in-depth exploration of all that we have to offer. So whether you're a novice or a seasoned stoner, be sure to stop by High Roller Dispensary and we'll make sure you're floating on cloud 9 by the time you leave.
Right around here, 15 inches, maybe if you're younger, you go up to 19 inches, you know? Yeah, you know, you already went the big age.
Sometimes a CIO might make commitments to a CEO that they just can't fulfill. And it's very hard to succeed in those environments. You really want to be able to set the expectation right up front.
How would you feel with no sex, no weed for a month or two? I'm going to be really angry.
Just feel sorry for Jake.
Yeah, Jake's going to get fucked up.
Wow, this is
Phil. Yeah, for
this is all you. This is the Cough Country OG pink hoodie.
Hey, I'm OG Ganja Goddess, and you're watching Cough Country TV. Peace.
This is Chef Marvin Jane, and you're watching Cough Country TV, live from New York.
Alrighty, and we are back. What's going on, guys? Thank you for watching the commercials. They're important. And what we are going to do is we're going to talk about some news stories right here and right now. What do you guys think about that? We got some good ones. So if Mr. Todd is watching, this first story is absolutely dedicated to you, my friend. I wish you were here. And it was all designed for you to be here, but since you're not,
unfortunately, you got me.
We're going to do this. We're going to do this story anyway. So my screen is not coming up. Here we go. So the first story that we're going to talk about is there's something called the Detroit Santa. hang on to that. We're getting the opening to the, yeah, that's okay, Jeff. Shit happens sometimes. Bruh. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is the Detroit Santa Speed Run 2025, dedicated to my boy, Mr. Todd. That's the Todd father. You know who he is. And what this was is a fun, charitable 1 mile run or walk through the downtown of Detroit, where participants are encouraged but not required to wear Speedos. And I got thinking to myself, wouldn't this be a great idea? Because Todd would want to do this, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm sure Todd's happy he can't defend himself right now.
Well, he...
it's just guys aren't the prettiest things. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I
it's
mean,
not a beautiful sight.
If you're not me, it might be that way.
And with a Speedo?
You don't like that?
No.
Because?
It looks not attractive to me.
Okay, fair enough. And so about this story, the event is, it raises funds for two charities, the Greening of Detroit and the Ruth Ellis Center. It blends charity fun and community engagement.
Yeah. And you get to run naked.
And then the whole, basically naked, but wearing the Speedo or skimpy suit is encouraged for fun, but not strictly required.
And what are you going to be wearing?
Well, Todd said right here in his text to me that he will not be wearing no Speedos, he said.
Really?
But I got to be honest with you. He said that's gay. I don't know if I agree with that.
I can read banana hammock
In the
from
words
here.
of Rob, sounds a little gay to me.
So Mr. Todd thinks it's gay. And listen, it maybe it is, but if I were to participate, I would do it properly. And I have nothing to worry about, Linz. I got nothing to worry about. It's all good.
Banana hanger, I think is what they call them.
So after the run...
In the cold, too?
In the cold. I don't know why they don't do it in the summer.
That's saying something.
Yeah, because then they're saying, then you get to really show you.
Yeah, there's no hiding.
We've all seen the shrinkage episode of Seinfeld.
So he said he don't want to see me in a Speedo. Well, I don't want to see you in a Speedo either, brother.
I think he said he does.
I think he does.
Bet you Todd would be like perfectly manicured, though.
So did you guys know that after the run, or you can walk, that there's a raffle and prize draw adding fun incentive beyond the run itself?
Cool.
So is there any video of this or no?
Yes, we have some video. And
yeah, let's take a look at the video. Let's see what this is all about.
20th, and I'm very excited.
Oh, they're doing extremely
they are
well.
Hot streak. It was cold and snowy over the weekend, but some people felt it was the perfect weather for a run.
Sure. The annual race in downtown Detroit was all about Speedo and not about your speed.
Are we about to show this?
I guess we
Yes,
are.
we are.
Hundreds taking part in the 10th annual Santa Speedo Run yesterday. The group was allowed to walk or run the mile-long route through the city wearing nothing but a Speedo and a smile. It was all in good fun and for charity.
Stop it. Look at the festiveness behind me. People showing up as Christmas trees, people showing up in Speedos, people showing up in Santa hats, dressed as presents. Who else is going to run a mile through downtown in 20 degrees and nothing but festive attire or a Speedo and say, you know what, I did this. What'd you do this year?
Not that.
That's stupid.
The money raised benefits several local nonprofits, including the Ruth Ellis Center and the Greening of Detroit.
One guy's got tits, and they're all hugging each other. She's super fucking disturbed. Go ahead.
This girl feels like me.
Yeah, take it off. She's super disturbed by the whole thing, and I don't blame her. She's sitting there. She has to read this fucking story. We did it electively. She did not choose to do this.
Well,
you know
I
what I
relate
mean?
to her, though.
Yeah, okay.
I relate to her, so do I.
So anyway, Mr. Todd, I was thinking of you, my brother. This is why we did it. We thought this would be a good one. He says, I'm not in beach shape yet. Yes, I am, brother. I'm just wearing a lot of layers, man. It's cold. It's cold.
Got to always stay in beach shape.
All right. So the next story that we are going to talk about.
Seals and yeah, seals are on the beach.
Yeah, right?
I stay in
that one guy,
seals on the beach shape.
I'm telling you, the one guy had B cups. Did you see the B cups?
I saw a lot of jingling bells everywhere.
And they're hugging
Balls
each other and shit.
Things are moving around. It was a lot to see.
Todd thinks I'll fit right in. You're lucky I'm reading your shit, brother. I don't know why you couldn't be on this screen right here saying all your nonsense, but anyway.
Finish him.
All right, so the next story we're going to talk about is Virginia adult use legalization. So this is something that the citizens of Virginia voted on over a couple of years ago. And it's taken them this long and a new governor to get their fucking act straight to even be able to roll this out. So what's happening is the Virginia Marijuana Commission unveils a plan to legalize adult use cannabis sales under new pro-reform governor. So the old governor is, let's see, the old governor is this guy named, what the fuck, Young Skin or some shit? Hold on a second.
It'll be in
Youngkin. Youngkin. And then the new governor, I don't know, I don't have this shit. This is why I need Bill here. Bill, this is why I need you, brother.
It'll all be in the video.
Yeah, so former government Youngkin who opposed it, and the incoming pro-reform governor makes 2026 the best chance for full legalization. And so what they've done is they've set up legal retail sales statewide, so localities cannot opt out. So they can't, certain communities can't say, no, I'm out. So that's good. Sales could start as early as November 1st, 2026. The licensing system is designed to prioritize small businesses, local Virginia-based operators, micro businesses, and social equity applicants. So the limits are also placed on the MSOs to prevent market domination, which is smart. And then full regulatory framework. So there's testing, packaging, distribution, growing, processing, tax system and revenue distribution, and then zoning rules, meaning they have to be certain distances from schools.
That was medical?
No, this is adult use. This is recreational.
The Commonwealth, I was really thinking.
I mean, and this ends this legal limbo that they've been in for basically, I think around 2 years, where possession was legal since 21. So it's been even a little bit longer than that, but no legal stores existed. Isn't that whack? And that's the same way Maine did it. Maine, for quite a few years, they were legal to grow and have, but there was no legal place to purchase because they didn't have that system in place. So, and so that's what's going on, designed as a balanced, small, business-friendly model versus a corporate takeover type of
Anything's
setup.
better than a corporate takeover.
So it took them a long time.
That's okay. I've learned now that
Sometimes you have to wait to get what you want.
I always just thought we want it legalized. That's it.
Well, here's what I think. I think when the people fucking vote for something, I don't think it's up for debate at that point.
Mhm.
We voted for it.
Yeah.
You have an agenda to go follow. Go follow it. I don't care if you're a Republican and you don't like it. I could care less.
Yeah.
What I care about is if the voters vote for something, this is a democracy, fucking do it.
Yes.
And it shouldn't take 4 years to fucking do it. 5 before it's all over.
Guys, watch Phil's special about, what's
going on with hemp.
Yeah, what gets
My deep
slipped.
dive.
It is infuriating, and no one knows. I've been asking all my clients. People don't even know
That's why
about
it's
it.
ambiguous to whether or not voting on something is the...
Yeah.
Because the
I have no
the
faith.
federal government can come in and just do whatever they
Well,
want.
that's what they do anyway. They do what they want to do, and so we think we have. And it's this story here shows the deal. The deal is you can vote for something, and then it could take 5 years and a governor to be changed before your shit ever happens.
And then I think as soon as Big Pharma really wants,
huh?
I think as soon as Big Pharma really has a play too.
Yeah.
I think that they are like, no big corporate takeover because they're not ready for their takeover.
And before I move on, do we have any B-roll for the Virginia story?
Virginia could be one step closer to recreational cannabis sales. Today, a state-appointed commission unveiled a blueprint for how it would work across the Commonwealth. Fox 5's Homa Bash live in Arlington tonight with those details. Hi, Homa.
Hi, Kenneth. Medical dispensaries like this one
shit.
right behind me have been allowed for about 5 years now, but getting into that retail cannabis market, that has
where I was
proven to be a
born,
challenge in the
Arlington, yeah.
Commonwealth. They tell me here, if this goes through, it would be a huge win.
For us as a business, it would be a massive win. But more importantly, for folks that want to consume cannabis that's safe tested, age gated, standardized products, it's even more important.
Now, this is Beyond Hello. They run 6 medical dispensaries in Northern Virginia with a cultivation plant in Manassas. They tell me they're hopeful Virginia can follow in Maryland's footsteps. Today, the Marijuana Commission met with 7 pages of recommendations after months of hearings and studies. Keep in mind, it has been 5 years since Virginia legalized possession and cultivation. But some key points from the proposed bill: it favors small businesses and gets rid of opt-outs for localities while making sure they receive a percentage of revenue. There are projections of about $400 million in annual tax revenue over the next 5 years. It also looks to curb the illicit market while reinvesting in communities hit hardest by laws from the war on drugs era. Here's State Senator Aaron Krause and Delegate Paul Krizek, both who helped sponsor the legislation. Krause telling me creating a level playing field was an essential step.
It made sure that
All right,
everyone
that's
would
good.
go to market at the same time, ensuring that Big Pharma does not.
So they're getting their act together in Virginia.
I would have never thought it would have been a Commonwealth that would have.
That got their act together?
Yeah, it's actually really nice to see.
Well, it is nice to see. I don't like how long it took, but I do like the fact that they're on the right track now. So good for you guys, Virginia. And let me say something else about Virginia. Virginia is one of those places, if you guys are on the East Coast and you've ever driven from north to south or from south to north, you guys know that if you're cruising through there with weed, those motherfuckers, they do not.
If you go 25
fuck
miles over the
around.
speed limit, you go to
More-
jail
Virginia
for 3 days.
Especially Northern Virginia is the fucking
The
worst.
closer you get to D.C., and I will tell you, man, there are so many people that have been busted along that route in Virginia, and
They get 3 days
you
in
know,
jail.
so not only did they take 4 years to do what the people did, but they come with the notorious reputation of fucking people's lives up who have a little bit of weed that might be traveling to Florida. So, I'm glad Virginia is getting their act together, man, but you guys are not saints, man. You guys have done some serious fucking damage.
I heard
So,
the judges own the jails. I've heard that.
Yeah. Anyway.
One of the things I took away from the full video, there was one thing they said at the end. They specifically put stuff in about trying to help communities that were most impacted by the drug war. And
Yeah.
I felt that's always something that's
That's
been
cool.
important for any kind of like marijuana legalization because they were disproportionately
set up.
communities hurt by that, and then it's completely other people benefiting from the
Yeah.
the legalization.
And Jeff, that is a really good point, and a great lead-in to the next story, which is us talking about the holiday letter campaign for incarcerated cannabis prisoners. So, as you guys may or may not know, marijuana advocacy group, cannabis prisoners, launches a nationwide holiday campaign to send letters to people still incarcerated for cannabis offenses. So this project, as you probably heard, called the Last Prisoner Project, has launched the annual holiday letter writing campaign, and their goal is to encourage the public to send letters of support, hope, and human connection to people who are still serving prison sentences
Can
for
we send
weed.
a letter to our legislators to get them out?
I don't think anybody should be
It's so
incarcerated for anything
People are
related to
making-
cannabis.
yeah.
And many of these individuals remain
That's-
behind bars, even though cannabis laws are now legal or decriminalized in many states, including
federal?
the states that they got busted in. So,
Which is a win for the private prison system.
Yeah, they need.
Yeah.
They don't have money for
Yeah.
to fight it. That's what.
and
it
all
is.
of these underground suppliers to the prison systems too that make ridiculous amounts of money without like any oversight or screening whatsoever. So the campaign runs through the holiday season, a time when loneliness, isolation hits hardest for incarcerated people. I will tell you, I kind of wish I mean, I did know about the Last Prisoner Project. I didn't know that they do a holiday letter. I would like to do something next Christmas for this, where we get involved to help with them and this project.
I'm going to write a letter this year.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. So, guys, go support the Last Prisoner Project and their annual holiday letter writing campaign. I think it's a great cause. Do we have any B-roll on that story?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Shepard, Executive Director of Last Prisoner Project, and I want to thank you all for your support throughout the year. But we're coming up on the holidays, and I want to encourage you to support our holiday letter writing campaign. As you know, the holidays are a particularly difficult and lonely time for our constituents. Being separated from their families is especially difficult. So let's remind them that they are not forgotten and that they are being fought for by going to the Take Action page of our website at www.lastprisonerproject.org and read some of the constituent bios and send some words of encouragement this holiday. I know they will really appreciate it. So thank you and happy holidays.
I need to send a little commissary.
Yeah. Well, I this is something that I'm just becoming aware of, so I'd like to see how we can become involved. If it's not too late this year, we'll do it next year. But we'll be involved in this because this is a great cause for sure.
You know, they also had this letter writing guide attached here. I'm just going to run through the slides real quick just to kind of show what you can see on the website.
Sure. So this is just the background of the organization.
It shows you how you write the
instructions.
letter, you know, how to get started. It's got some codes you can
scan,
check out. And then next thing we got here is a bunch of examples. If you guys want to read through a couple of these.
Yeah, I mean, I'll read through a couple of these
Non-violent.
about Hector. This is Hector Rubin McGurk, and I don't know what FCI, Victorville medium, some sort of medium security. He's a nonviolent marijuana offender who is serving sentence of life without parole. What the fuck? Rubin will die in federal prison for a nonviolent marijuana offense if he does not receive a commutation. When Hector was tried for this offense in 2002, the first injury was not able.
The first jury.
The first jury, my bad. The first jury was not able to find him guilty, and the trial ended with a hung jury. Federal prosecutors tried him a second time, and he was convicted of this marijuana offense and was given a life sentence.
Because it's federal.
Fucking shame on us, man. Shame on us.
It's worse than death.
You just read this one. We'll just read a couple of these guys, but these.
This is
these
Michael
are,
Woods is serving a sentence of life without the possibility of parole for victimless cannabis offense. A Canadian citizen with no prior convictions. Oh my God. Michael was arrested in 2008 and sentenced to federal prison after being found guilty of cannabis conspiracy charges. The now 50-year-old Michael hopes to be released and reunited with his family. This breaks my heart.
Fucking
They stole his
and
life.
there's just example after example of, you know, nonviolent offenses, people doing life because of, you know, some cases like the 3 strikes
With
rules
no
that they used to
record.
have. Like this guy here, you know, just people all over
60-year
our
sentence for
system,
victimless cannabis offense.
And when they get out, because they will, they should never have been subjected to this. They won't be the same.
No, they won't be the same. But I mean, really, I mean, we've grown to the point where we understand what this is and what it's not. Excuse me. And I really believe that these folks should not be in prison.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know exactly what they're, but when you say non-violent offense,
No, of course they shouldn't be.
They should not be. A life sentence for a non-violent
And
cannabis
first offense?
Yeah, if you put a gun in someone's face, maybe, but that's not what these were about.
Rape, you don't get anywhere close to that type of time.
And that really needs to get fixed.
Yeah.
That needs to get fixed, guys, for sure.
Makes me so upset.
Yeah, it really does. Me as well. The next story we're going to do about CBD and aggressive dogs. A new large-scale study finds that long-term CBD or hemp supplement use within dogs is linked to reductions in aggressive behavior over time. So they studied 47,000 dogs across the U.S. were part of this dog aging project. Wow. And 7.3% of these dogs had been given a CBD or hemp-derived supplement at some point. Of those, there were frequent users, meaning that they had daily supplements, and then there were dogs receiving CBD. Well, no, the dogs receiving CBD tended to be older, on average 3 years older than non-supplemented dogs, and more likely to have certain health conditions that older dogs have. So behaviorally, while CBD supplemented dogs reportedly had higher aggression initially, over time their aggression scores declined, and by the study's end, many exhibited below average aggression compared with dogs that never received CBD. So I kind of thought it was interesting is that they didn't chill out right away. They actually got more. They got more aggressive.
I've been through this. I stopped giving it to my dog because of that.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go back.
You didn't wait long enough.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I just thought like it wasn't agreeable with him, but he's a Labradoodle, and they're crazy.
And then they say no consistent effect found on other behaviors like anxiety or agitation. The observed change seems to be specific to aggression.
This dog has real bad anxiety.
I mean, that's
not
kind of
aggression.
I mean, isn't that the same in humans a little bit? Stoners are less aggressive, right? Like generally.
It
But
made me a
maybe
lot
in the
calmer.
beginning they're not, and then they work their way down. into
Literally,
it.
that's
So it's so we're the same
So
as
you're
dogs.
making stoner dogs, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I feel when I started on my healing journey in life, weed was a big part of that, and I think it's just honestly having plants in your body, and it just one thing leads to another, and I think it makes you a better person over time. So yeah, I relate to the dogs.
Cool. I do too. And this also represents the largest U.S. data set linking long-term CBD hemp supplement with behavioral changes in dogs. So
Time
this
out.
is-
They studied that, but they didn't do normal studies yet. Like, what the heck?
It's you got to look at who's paying for the studies, right?
All right.
So I'm assuming that we're talking about hemp-derived supplements and hemp-derived CBD being paid by the industry that's making a lot of money right now to come up with a study that shows you why this helps pets.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's why your studies say what they say. Do we have anything about the dogs?
No, we don't have anything for this story or for the next one.
No
Okay.
puppies?
All right. So what do you guys think about this next story, which is a lawsuit? So basically, this Dalitso LLC, which is a dispensary, a subsidiary of Jushi Holdings, they sued DoorDash, Total Wine, and others, Total Wine and More it's called, and others for alleged illegal hemp TH sales in Virginia. So a dispensary decides they're suing DoorDash and Total Wines and More, which are delivery services, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it because they're saying that they are allegedly illegal hemp THC sales. So basically, they filed a lawsuit in the Virginia Circuit Court of Arlington County just this past October, at the end of October. The defendants were named DoorDash, Total Wine and More, and several other producers other producers and distributors such as Grayscale Brewing, Specialty Beverage, and Costello. The central allegation is this: these companies sold or delivered hemp labeled products that exceed Virginia's legal THC limit, effectively distributing unregulated, intoxicating cannabinoid products. And so the claim is basically saying that there's a 2 milligram THC per package cap, and the stuff that the lawsuit claims, like items like Costello THC red cream soda sold from a Total Wine location, had more than double that THC limit, making them illegal under that state's law. And so with them, they argue that these unlicensed sales undermine Virginia's regulated medical cannabis market, giving these unregulated sellers an unlawful competitive advantage. So this is super fucking interesting, because this is really the heart of
what we were going through,
what we were talking about over the last few weeks. So they want
the Trump administration trying to do this, right?
Who?
The Trump administration is trying to do this exact thing, right? Lower the limit of the Delta 8 stuff.
Exactly. And so what they're seeking here is a jury trial. So they want a jury trial, and they want more than $80 million in damages for this. So they're going after these companies for $80 million, citing economic harm to their business from unfair competition. Injunctions to halt further unlicensed hemp THC sales and deliveries near its dispensary. So they want injunctions as well. And really why this matters is it really highlights the tension between hemp-derived THC products often sold in mainstream retail delivery channels and the state-regulated medical stuff. And we talk about this all the time. One avenue has zero money to start up their operation, and the other one has regulation after layer after layer after an exorbitant amount of money, and in some states don't even have the ability to write the expenses off on their sales. They just have to pay taxes on top line revenue. So
I like less government.
this is why this case could potentially set a level of precedence that does move forward in what's happening.
Has it been like that for a while there? They're 2 milligram.
They had a lower. It looks like they had. It was two milligrams per package, and so if it's probably still the 0.4 or whatever it was, but that's what it's supposed to be. Doesn't mean that's what you're getting, and that's the issue. And so the last story that we have before we talk about our strain of the day real quick is Target. You shop at
Target?
You do?
Yeah, it's the best. You always need something from Target.
Well, a new poll says that many cannabis consumers are more likely to shop at Target after the retailer began selling hemp-derived THC beverages in select stores. So look how quickly we forgot about the rainbow fucking shit in the front of Target. We forgot about the rainbow shit. We forgot about the rainbow shit, but now we're worried. Now we're making sure that we go to Target because they sell hemp-derived THC beverages.
A little blazed before I go there.
So Target's begun sell a pilot program selling THC-infused hemp-derived beverages in select stores starting in Minnesota.
But they're allowed. Okay, Minnesota doesn't have anything about that.
Why Minnesota? I don't know. I do not know.
And this is why it's confusing.
This
that looks great. I want to try it.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, it looks like tea cooler, right?
Yeah, kind of. It's got
and it says magic, so I'm in.
Yep. And there's 4 cans in a pack. So yeah, magic, half and half, tea, lemonade.
It'd be a lot cooler if there was some mushrooms in there.
And but this isn't the end of the story. We have made
$17.99.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
For a 4-pack?
Yeah, because I was in the city with my mom and her best friend over the summer, and the apartment condo place had like a little, grocery store, like a nice high-end one. And they came back with a 4-pack. They were 10 milligrams each. They're called Breeze. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I love it here.
Yeah.
You guys just came back
just
with
like,
this?
It's everywhere.
With my mom?
So
that's not a lot of.
But now that's
not a lot of edible. But.
So 50% of these poll respondents, they they said knowing that Target sells THC drinks, that makes them more likely to shop there in the future. 34.4 said yes, but only if their local Target carries the THC beverages. And 16.1 said yes, they want to support their retailer more now, regardless of the location. The remaining 49.5 said that Target's decision wouldn't affect their shopping habits at all. And that's the correct answer.
I gotta try it first. You know, we wouldn't. That's.
I'm not going to a store just because. I mean, if they're the only place that sells it and I want it, then maybe I'll go there to get
It's
it.
that they're doing it though, so I would like to support that. Plus, I like to go to the store high.
Yeah.
Okay. So it also represents one of the first major big box retailers in the U.S. to experiment
Yeah,
with selling
on the
hemp
devil's
derived. I know,
lettuce.
with THC in the mainstream stores. I mean, listen, it is what it is, and I'm not more likely to go to Target because of that. If I have to go to Target, I'll go to Target.
You don't want to go shopping anyway, do you? You're an Amazon guy, aren't you?
I do some Amazon.
Yeah, I feel like you're an Amazon guy.
But I'll go to the store too.
Yeah,
I make appearances.
Like, fuck that, I'll do that.
Right on. All right, so guys, that is the news for tonight. So here's what we're going to do real quick. We are going to come down off of the YouTube channel. So if you guys are watching us on Cough Country TV or you're watching us on Late Night Green YouTube and you want to hang out for the Late Night Green strain
Come with us.
of the day, which is Mac and Jack. Hit them with the slide real quick so they can see what they're going to miss if they don't come to Rumble real quick. Mac and Jack, baby. Mac and Jack. That's what we're up to tonight. So,
I'm interested.
all right, so guys, we are going to come down off of YouTube right now and come on over to Rumble. We're going to do Strain of the Day over there. We're all going to try it. We're going to talk about it. Lindsay's going to look it up, and we're going to